What's up, guys? It's Sierra from Rush 49, and today we're going to take it easy and chit chat about the Rushnap'd series thus far. This series is like my little baby. I love it so much. It means so much to me. So I want to jump into the details and talk about the good and the bad and the ugly, but yeah, just break it down. So grab a snack and let's chit chat. So before Rushnap'd was a series, obviously it was a conversation. We were really excited about the idea of grabbing strangers and creating hopeful connections with people that you wouldn't really make those connections with. And as some of you know, our slogan is experience your world. And so we thought, what better way to represent that than through this series? Let's talk about the good first. Let's keep it positive. So the good thing about this series, in my opinion, is that not only is it allowing me to grow as an individual and open my heart up to strangers that I don't think I would have met if I didn't do the series, but it's also getting other people out of their comfort zone. A lot of people nowadays, I think we struggle with trust and opening ourselves up and being vulnerable to new people in our lives. I think it's pretty difficult just to do that in general, even if it's somebody that you love. Opening up can be kind of difficult, and spending time with somebody and giving your time and energy to somebody, especially somebody that you don't know, is like insane. So I'm super grateful for the people that have been a part of the series, because I don't think it's an easy thing to do. I know that prior to creating this series, most of my team and I were kind of on the fence about if it would work, because we all were skeptical of the idea if a stranger approached us, what our answer would be. And I wanted to be like, yeah, I'm so down. That'd be so sick. But once the reality sets in, I was like, ooh, that's like, takes a lot of trust to go with a stranger. Even though it's like, we're not bringing these people like in the car with us or anything like that. It's still like a stressful environment for myself. So I didn't know if other strangers would be dealing with that sort of anxiety. And if I would ever get a yes. But as you guys have seen, I have gotten yeses.
Yeah, I'm down.
It has taken a lot of no's, but the yeses have made it so worth it. And I'm so in love with how the series is coming along. Another great thing about the series is our slogan is experience your world. I think it's been really easy the past 2-3 years since the pandemic hit. Am I allowed to say pandemic? Since the Rona hit, just to get comfortable inside with the people that we're closest to, watching Netflix all the time, staying in all the time, and just that was our normal. And so it's really important for us to reshape that back into how it was prior and get people up and out and experiencing new things. And there's so many things to do, especially here in LA. Like, there's a million things to do, and a lot of the people that I know, and myself included, I'm guilty of this, we kind of stick to doing the same things because it's what we're familiar to. And so bringing unfamiliarity into strangers' lives, like all of it being brand new experiences, and mine included, I feel like that's had a really positive aspect on not only me, but also the people that have joined me. Just getting out of your comfort zone, trying new things, and making those memories is like so fulfilling for me and the people that have joined me on these experiences. Another really great thing, in my opinion, everyone that knows me personally knows I'm pretty much a memory hoarder. I'm really big on making memories. I am the friend that, unfortunately, I know that a lot of my friends hate this, but at any given moment that I think is something I want to remember, I do take the time to soak in the moment for a sec, and then I grab my phone so I could record the moment. I create YouTube videos. It's like a highlight reel for the year. So my friends and I all can share that in the future and look back. And instead of explaining to our kids, like, this is what 2020 was like, I have a video. You'd be like, watch this. This is what the was happening. So going off of the memory aspect, I think that this is something that will stand out in somebody's head, like going to an experience with somebody you don't know that you enjoy, like going to the aquarium or going to the museum or going to, I can't let you know yet, but the very last episode is something huge that like I'll never forget. And I know that the people that were a part won't forget either. When it's something so intimate with somebody that you know nothing about, I think that you create a really insane memory, and it's something that I cherish. I think that it's super important to open yourself to people in ways that, you know, we had small talk conversations. I got to know these people very shortly in the amount of time that I had with them, but I got to see who they were, how they reacted to certain things, and I thought it was super cool. It kind of changed my perspective on how easy it really can be to make new connections with people and make memories with people that you don't even know. Okay, let's chit chat about the bad. We had to get there. The bad and the ugly, they're conjoined. What I found difficult about this series is that I didn't realize that my anxiety was external, if that makes sense. I knew that I suffered from like internal anxiety and certain things, you know, were triggering, but I never thought that I had social anxiety. This series kind of brought that out. The first few episodes were really hard to film. I'm filming the first episode of Rushnap'd today, and I'm so nervous. I'm afraid my anxiety is gonna get the best of me. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can do this. If you really go into it and watch the footage behind the scenes, and I might stick some in here, I'm like shaking so bad. My voice is shaking. You know, it's the trivia. TJ. Tyler, Zay, Keani, TJ. Okay, that's a lot of names. Approaching people is super difficult. I still kind of have that issue of approaching people, and thankfully my lovely friends who have been behind the camera during the process have been super helpful with like being careless and grabbing people and pulling them in and explaining the situation to them, and so kind of breaking down that barrier for me, so it's easier to kind of do the interview process as they're already invited in by somebody else who isn't me.
You need me to do it?
But I found that really difficult, and I was getting really hard on myself because it's like I came up with this idea, I wanted to execute it in the best way possible, but I'm letting my anxiety stop me from this being the best that it can be. So I found that really hard, and especially like one of the first few episodes when I was editing it, I was so frustrated because I felt like I wasn't being authentic to who I am because of the fear, and I was just like awkward and uncomfortable, and I'm sure that other people were awkward and uncomfortable too, so that kind of was helpful for me, I guess. It didn't make me feel so bad, but watching the footage made me really insecure. And so then the second time I went out to film, I had that on my head, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be like that again, but I couldn't help it. Slowly but surely, I started getting more comfortable with, you know, the idea of approaching people that I didn't know, and the worst they could say is no. And I know that in real life, and I take that, you know, with a grain of salt in everyday life, but when it came to like being rejected by people. You guys want to do a trivia questions?
Maybe on the way back.
No. I didn't know that was something that bothered me. But yeah, that was difficult. And the final bad thing, I guess, was just the malfunctions as far as like mic issues. It drove me crazy.
It wasn't even on.
No, it was.
It wasn't.
Here, this thing's loud though.
Can you shut the fuck up? I can put subtitles if it's bad.
I tried a few, you know, different things until I just was like, you know what, we just need a corded mic. And thankfully this has worked out amazingly. And you guys will see in the future episodes, this is what we're doing. 1 through 3, we bounced back through ideas, but the mic is something that, you know, it's needs to be stable. It's what sounds best. And so, yeah, just those production issues drives you crazy, especially in post when I'm editing. I'm like, oh my God, I just like literally want to chuck my camera at the wall right now. So with that being said, obviously you guys can tell I'm very grateful for this series. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. It's something that means a lot to me. It's taught me a lot, and I am so excited for these future episodes. You guys, you have to stay tuned. It's like just unbelievable, in my opinion. The series finale, we do something very, very incredible to do with a stranger. And I won't forget that. So please continue to stay tuned and let me know what your thoughts are about the series. Let me know if you would love to be a part of it. Hopefully, you know, we're hoping that a season 2 can come as well. and season 2 just be bigger and better. And so if you guys are really enjoying the series, please show your support. We want to keep it up. I want to keep it up. I love making connections with new people and doing outrageous things, and like I said, making those memories. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to experience your world, leave time to play, live your best life, baby. Have a good day.